All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 New England Open Class Championships here in beautiful Amesbury, Mass. A little bit of a blustery qualifying, but it is shaped up to be a beautiful night for a little bit of bracket racing. So far, 32 pilots have come to mess around here and come into the bracket racing session ready to roll. We are about 3 rounds in right now, getting ready to roll with bracket round number 4 with our defending champion Neucal on R8, Cryptek on R1, and the Wizard of Gauze coming in on R2. All pilots are down. No objections to the video. Arm your quads as we go live on the tone. Less than 5. Clean launch from 1, 2, 3 here. Wizard of Gauze doing real well right now, coming over that hurdle, getting into that triple ladder. Cryptek in the third spot right now. Neucal still holding down the number 1. Sliding back up like a gentleman to the upper right section of the Wizard of Gauze as he makes some incredible turns into that second triple ladder. This track is no joke today, ladies and gentlemen. It will test every skill you have, technical,
Neucal
long,
17.6 Neucal done with a 2-lap 39.2 result. Wizard of Slow 35.1.
The Wizard of Gauze sliding into that second spot like a gentleman. Looks like he's going to bump up with Neucal as Cryptek may be going to the
CH 46.2.
what we like to call the consolation bracket.
Wizard of Slow 32.4. Wizard
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
11.7 result.
The Wizard of Slow, a.k.a. Dr. Wang, slides in there for that second bump-up spot. It's been a long day of qualifying today here, ladies and gentlemen, in beautiful Amesbury, Massachusetts. We started here setting up around 8 o'clock a.m. And at this point at 3:28, about 3 rounds in to that bracket racing.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We got a little back and forth between Mako and Dr. Wang after that last round. Saying he better not fly that fast against her. It's the first of 2 laps on this finals, ladies and gentlemen. First of 2 laps. All right, bringing up bracket round number 4 right now. 5 right now. Looking at Hiroki, Carlos FPV, and 3750, a.k.a. Marcus Aurelius. So we got Hiroki on R1, Carlos on R2, and R6, 3750. Little shout out from Bobby Bags for some Fiddy love. Outside of a little blusteriness, you can't ask for a better day here today. It's been sunny. It's been dry. Great day in October in the mid-60s here. All right, final pilot coming out to the flight line right now. We have Hiroki, Fiddy, and Carlos. Bracket round number 5 getting ready to go in the top 32. 2024 New England Championships. Open class racing here, y'all. Live from the Wizard on the Multi-GP channel. I'm going to ask the Wizard to figure out a way to get me the chat up here so I can interact with them as soon as possible. You mean the one that kept blowing over in the wind? No, it's actually pretty calm right now comparatively. All right, Hiroki's walking back to his seat. Here comes Carlos. Marcus Aurelius, A3750, making his way back to his pilot chair. Hey, that was the original New England Whoop Championships price. Like anybody had 2 quarters. All right, we got pilots down. Oh, last little motion out there on the end. All right, guys, get settled in. Last deep breath. No objections video. Going live on the bong, never the dong. One, two, three with a clean launch.
R8. Hiroki 23.8.
Hiroki right now with the speed. Looking to hold off Carlos FPV, statistically in 3rd place right now, but about to take 2nd place as the timing system takes
Carlos
hold.
FPV
Again, it
32.9.
is fastest 2 on this championship round. First 2 bump up, second 2 go down to what the affectionately is called the sad bracket or the consolation bracket.
Done with a 2-lap 53.7 result.
And as I suspected,
All pilots are finished. Carlos FPV 38.5. Carlos FPV done with a 2-lap 116.4 result. R8.
that is definitely a microphone
10,
in my pocket.
9, 8, 7.
That's awesome.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Who did?
2,
Menace did?
1.
I thought he didn't want to play. Oh. All right, let's find a spot for him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hang on. We're going to do a quick roster change as we get the track cleaned up to move between bracket rounds. So Carlos and Hiroki moving up in this bracket race. Marcus Aurelius sliding down into that consolation bracket. He is out but not down, or down but not out, whichever way you want to look at it. All right, pilots out there at the flight line. Hang tight, hang tight. Do not plug in yet.
So I'm gonna put you in with Bagzilla and Arm, okay? Appreciate it.
Sorry about that, my dude.
Totally good. Just wanted to come check, make sure.
No worries, man.
So you're gonna be
So do we have a brother-sister combo in the same heat right now? That's what's up. All right, once again, here we go. Bracket round number 6. No? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was definitely 6. All right, here we go. So we got Static on R1, Chainsaw on R2, and Erratic on R6. Let's go ahead and plug in, guys. Yep.
I was worried I wasn't able to get back in there. So what I did is I went to the event and I found him and I clicked off register event, so it found him back in.
All right, we got pilots coming back to the pilot chairs. We're looking for butts and chairs. Gonna get some quads in the airs here today. This is where it matters, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna give everybody that extra second to get comfortable, take that last deep breath. Make sure we don't have any objections. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last call. No objections to video. Arm up. On the bong, never the dong. All right, 1, 2, 3, clean launch. Chainsaw with the whole shot, hardcore, as he slides ahead of Static. But Static statistically right now still in that number 1 spot, getting into that first cross-section triple ladder. Comes back through and around. Gonna hit that second section of the triple ladder. Chainsaw on his heels right now, but Static has put the nose down and says
Static
no thank you.
24.2.
Erratic, nice and smooth in the bottom left-hand corner, chewing up space, getting through gates, coming into that first triple section.
Chainsaw FPV
Erratic
31.2.
through that second section, sliding back up to the upper left with Static, going through the dive gate, gets a little bit of a midair from maybe his own sister. Yes, it was his own sister. Chainsaw right now through the H gate over the hurdle, coming into that second triple ladder, and through and back around, dive, hitting the second section of that
Static
triple ladder.
27.2.
Chainsaw
Static
making up
done
ground
with a
on
2 lap
Static, but Static's put the nose
54.4
down again.
result.
Coming around through H-gate section, over the hurdle again for Static.
All pilots are
Ooh,
finished.
my goodness, what a tight
Chainsaw
track.
FPV 29.6. Chainsaw FPV done
Chainsaw's
with a 2
in.
lap 105.9
Static
result.
statistically holding the 1
Erratic
spot, but I think
101.2.
Chainsaw beat him out. I think he got through first. Let's find out what live time says at the end of the statistics. Here we go. Everybody's landed. Erratic coming in. Holding Static right now in 1. Yep. Yeah, that was a huge race. 27.288 to 29.629. Static and Chainsaw. I honestly thought Chainsaw looked like he landed first visually. Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Static got him.
6,
Yeah.
5, 4.
Yeah, not seeing
3,
any complaints
2.
from
All
the pilot
pilots are
field right
finished.
now. So
Erratic
we are going to
46.9. Erratic
have
done
results
with a 2 lap
hold
158.6 result.
pretending the yeah. Let's get through the track cleanup. Yeah. Great job by all 3 pilots in that heat right there. Everybody finished. Very competitive. Dennis the Menace. Who would have known his first name was Dennis with a last name like the Menace? But Dennis the Menace sliding in like a gentleman on R2 for bracket round number 7, and Bagzilla on R1 and ARM FPV on R6. Let's go ahead and get those quads up to the flight line and get things rolling here. Yeah, just bump them when it does.
So this is good, and then this.
You just bump them. There it is. Whole shot rule. Not necessarily, no. I mean, there's also a For those of you in the chat, yeah, there are multiple championships here in drone racing. This one is the New England Championships. The multi-GP championships will be approximately 10.5 days away in Florida at the No Quarter Ranch, hosted by Matt and Michelle Brooks, if you guys were wondering. Bri Piper saying NorCal's on top. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. All right, we got pilots coming back to the pilot area. A little bit of hustle. Love it. Still rolling with ARM FPV on R6, Bagzilla on R1, and Dennis the Menace on R2. Everybody get settled into their chairs for bracket round number 7. Last deep breath. No objections to video. Everybody arm their quads. Let's go on that bong and never that dong. We have 2 clean launch right now. Still waiting for the Menace. But Bagzilla launching out like a bottle rocket there, challenging ARM FPV right now for that 1-2 spot. The Menace is up and in at this point. Slides into that timing gate like a gentleman. Back up to the upper left with Bagzilla coming through that dive gate, getting into that triple. Nice and smooth. Smooth is fast. Smooth is slow. Slow is fast.
ARM_FPV 28.6.
ARM FPV right now. Nose down and says, screw that smooth
Bagzilla
stuff.
34
I'm just
flat.
going fast. Bagzilla right now, listening to that, trying to catch up, getting back around into that H gate, over the hurdle. Bagzilla into the triple, first section. Immelman, dive, back to that second section. I love that connection point of an element to an element brought to us
ARM_FPV
probably primarily from
26.9.
Anthony Knight,
ARM_FPV done with a 2-lap
AKA.
58.9 result.
but such a
All
great
pilots are
feature
finished.
of multi-GP
Bagzilla
drone racing
28
these
flat.
days.
Bagzilla done with a 2-lap 105.6
So looking like
result.
ARM FPV and Bagzilla statistically take that 1-2 spot as they go into the safety landing zone. 1 and 2, ARM coming in there, still going through that. Little bit of a celebration from Bobby Baggs as he knows he's going up. One little consolation bump down for Dennis the Menace, one of my favorite names in FPV racing. Oh, celebratory back roll from ARM FPV as he brings it in. Bagzilla, ARM FPV bumping up. Let's go. Yeah, Dennis is going down.
10,
I don't know what he's
9,
doing,
8,
but he's definitely.
7, 6,
I'm looking at
5, 4.
Yes. He's been on the ground. He's a menace. That's right, folks. This is double elimination. Just because you lose once does not mean you're out. Dennis the Menace, as his namesake would suggest, can climb his way back up from the consolation bracket, a.k.a. the sad bracket, and do a lot of havoc to a lot of different people here in this bracket, Michael. All right, guys. Sliding into round 8 right now for the bracket racing, the 2024 New England Open Class Championships. We got Pino, Monster Duke, and Silver Dragon. Pino rolling in the R1 spot, R2 for Monster Duke, and R6 for Silver Dragon, right across the spectrum board. Let's do this. We still have Dennis the Menace out there looking for his quad. He is not out of this tournament yet, but he may be out of ideas where his quad is. Oh, he made a hard left. Has he found it? Oh, arms up. Dennis the Menace has found it. Yes. All right. You're still in it, bro. All right, guys. We have our 3 pilots going out to that flight line. Once again, we have Big Peen, Monster Duke, and Silver Dragon. Not necessarily in any order of any size, appropriate or not. Yeah, getting a confirmation from from Pino. There's 5 of them?
No. His name Mako, Noiko, and
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, but you can get in there. All right, we got pilots out there at the flight line getting the last few kinks and chinks ready. Quick check. Video is good. Make sure things arm. This isn't the time to have a non-arming quad off the block. I mean, this is brackets right here. Pino coming back right now without his hat. I don't know where the hat went. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Silver Dragon on the prowl. Getting back to the chair. You are R6. All right, guys. Last chance. Big deep breath. No objections to video. Arm them up. On that bong. All right, we got a 1, 2, 3. And she's clean. Pino blasts off on everybody. Coming through that H gate over the hurdle. Lining up that first triple section. Back through the dive, back to the triple again. Monster Duke looking like he wants to put a little speed into the mix as well. Hitting that H section, getting a little confused. Pulling it back in, though.
Pino 21.8.
Silver Dragon sliding down to the bottom left-hand corner. Hits that dive with a good speed. Looking like he's starting to smooth things out into that first triple section. See if he can recover his bearings here. Up the upper left with Pino. Definitely putting it into 4th gear right now. I don't know if he has 5th for this heat. Doesn't know if he needs it. Probably doesn't.
All pilots are finished. Pino 22.2. Pino
Yeah,
done
doesn't
with a
need to go
2-lap
any faster with a
47.4
22.
result. Silver Dragon 43.8. Monster Duke 46.3.
Just playing around right now for extra practices. Monster Duke actually looks a little faster than he actually puts up statistically in this one. Silver Dragon statistically in the 2nd place. We're going to wait till it finishes out as he goes nose down into the grass. Looking for our timing guru, Dr. Wang, to confirm. Monster Duke is up again. Pino is taking mad advantage, and I apologize for the wind noise in the mic, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a blustery area here in Amesbury, Massachusetts today for the 2024 New England Open Class Championships. If I turn my back to it, if I just turn my back on it, we're going to be fine. Pino taking advantage of all lap time right now, saying, the hell with my battery.
10, 9,
He's taking
8,
all 2 minutes.
7,
Both Monster Duke
6,
and
5,
Silver Dragon
4,
are down in the
3,
ground. We have
2,
no idea just far
1.
yet what to do with them. Statistically right now, it's showing Silver Dragon NASCAR'd him. I have no choice but to go with, right? Correct. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we may have our first actual visual verification of who is further on the track between Monster Duke and Silver Dragon. Monster Duke, Silver Dragon, who's further on the track?
All pilots are finished.
He is? He's calling Silver Dragon. Silver Dragon moves on. Bumping out with Pino. Monster Duke, I appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first actual visual verification, which I suppose is kind of like a NASCAR rule in the sense that nobody made it past one lap, but actually one had to go further than the other. Only in drone racing, ladies and gentlemen. Only in drone racing. All right, so we're going to be bumping up a few scragglers here as Dr. Wang does his magic. Little big pun. Still gonna holla holla. Still got 2. Bump them up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a little bit of live time bracket magic as we roll through some of these next placements. What is happening? Give me an exploded view here, Mikey. Yeah, but they should all roll. Yeah, keep building, buddy. Hang with us right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are bracket building. The software is doing its job. We just have to trust in it. How you doing out there, buddy? You nasty twin, I don't care.
Currently up. Race number 13. Race order is
All right, so finally, bracket wizardry done. We have race number 13 in the 2024 New England Open Class Championships. Nos FPV rolling in with the R2 slot. Wesley FPV on R1. R6 with Tummy, and R8 with Ethan FPV. Yeah, chat, you're not wrong. Pino does have the speed. But guess what? The defending champion, Neucal, arguably probably one of the 3 fastest pilots in the world, is here today, so you guys can throw it down all you want. I agree. 2 to 3. Listen, Bobby, the chat's just going off on Pino right now. We're having a big peen session in the chat. It is windy today, Just Sid. It's been windy all day. We were told by our local meteorologist that this was going to settle down by 2 p.m., but obviously they were wrong. All right, so we got 4 pilots up there, just shaking out the cobwebs, making sure video and radio transmissions are on par. Once again, we got Nos rolling with R2, R1 with Wesley FPV, R6 with Tummy, and R8 with Ethan FPV. Just going to turn that screen my way, making it easier for me to read here as I multitask my way through here. I'm going to need the bracket wizard here again. I'm betting within 1 to 2 rounds, but... Chainsaw rolling up in the chat. Chainsaw is actually a pilot in this race right now, participating in the chat, saying, let's go. All right, here we go. Our pilots are making it back from the flight line to the pilot area. Looking to get some butts in chairs and quads in the air. Let's go. Final check right now visually from track designer Noah. He looks like he's happy. All right, final butts going down. Oh, look at this. I love how they're all going to sit in the chairs I provided for them for the finals. Can't do it in qualifying, but you know what? All right, guys. Last deep breath. No objections. Why don't you go ahead and arm up? Let's go on that bong. All right, guys. False start, false start, false start. We got 2 that fell off the block. Let's go ahead and reset. Change batteries if you need to. That is your only false start for this particular heat. That doesn't happen very often, does it, Mikey? Yeah, I think that's the first false start I've seen coming off a 5-inch block in a while out here at a Nerds race. That was 2 of them. Think they got their jippy jitters going. Good call from our timing director here today, Dr. Wang. Immediately identified the first false start while the second one popped off the block as well. Maybe we have a little bit of a mechanical issue right now as they are discussing it out there at the flight line. Again, you know, we have the time. That's why we have a 32 bracket here, 3 hours to do it. We're going to give them the time to figure this out if they need to and try to be lenient before applying the 2-minute multi-GP timer. Yeah, getting a little bit of a nod off from Ethan. Ethan, how you doing, buddy? You need to get another quad? No more? Really? Oh, no. Ethan, can you get one before consolation? All right, so unfortunately, Ethan FPV is not asking for his 2-minute timer. He's going to roll with 3 on this one. So that means only 1 is going down here. 2 are going up. We got, once again, Nos FPV, Wesley FPV, and Tummy coming back to the pilot area. This is anybody's game right here with this one. This is a pretty even crew right here. Maybe the slight edge to Nos, given he designed the track. But honestly, Wesley and Tummy both bringing the heat in their last few runs. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like everybody's relaxed, taking that last deep breath. No objections to video. Let's bring it on the dong, boys. All right, clean launch. 1, 2, 3 from Tummy, Nos, and Wesley. Yeah, both of them, as I suspected, coming out like a rocket, but Tummy staying steady and gaining on him right now, gate by gate, through the H himself, up over that hurdle into the first part of the triple section, coming back through the dive, going to hit the second part of that same triple section. Again, what I'd like to call the AK connection, element to element, sliding up to the upper right with Nos FPV right now in the second spot statistically, but Wesley still holding it down. Wesley through the tunnel, coming around. Through that H. Oh, big rainbow out for Wesley right now as Nos is probably going to take him in spatial sense, but looking to see that statistically through lifetime. Down to the lower left with Tummy right now, picking up speed through the H himself over the hurdle, coming through into that first section of that triple ladder. Immelman down through the dive, back to the triple again. AK connect. My goodness, I think Nos is taking it over right now over the second hurdle himself, back into that triple ladder. Immelman through, dive, and Nos, nice and smooth. The air is his, ladies and gentlemen. Look to me like we're going to be bringing up Tummy and Nos. As Wesley went down with a big rainbow. He had speed, though. I'm going to be honest with you. If he didn't nose down into the turf and rainbow out, he would have been motoring right there. Had to have been going through with Nos, no doubt about it. Nos through that last little Nos rainbows out. Oh, my goodness. You know what? You guys are through. Yeah, Tummy and Nos. Wesley was back on a lap before. Yeah, there's no need. Yep. All right, Nos and Tummy moving up. Ethan with a equipment dropout, unfortunately, and Wesley FPV with the speed, but unfortunately not the gravity to finish that one out, Michael. All right, so let's see how we're looking as we get ready to go into bracket round number 14, excuse me. Revision A right now in the R2 slot. Mako Reactor in R1, R6, no, excuse me, R8 with Neucal and the Wizard of Gauze on the R6 slot. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is the heat right here, guys. This is the heat I've been waiting for. 4 of my favorite people. Look at this. Artie, Ryan. I don't know. You can click on it. Let's find out what happens. If you ever just go back to racing and we're good. Yeah. You trying to see where you are? Yeah, we're like so many races this way, bro. I think we're on 14. Cool. There you are. Yep. Yep, you good? All right. Thank you, sir. All right, once again, we have Revision A on R2, Mako Reactor on R1, R8 with NoiCal, and R6 with the Wizard of Gaz. I apologize as I lean away from the camera, trying to shield this poor microphone from the gale wind that we have going on today in beautiful Amesbury, Mass. Gale force. You know what? Can't complain, though. It's been a beautiful day. It's nice and warm here for a mid-October day. What else can you ask for here for the 2024 Multi-GP New England Open Class Drone Racing Championships? We're looking to work our way through this 32 bracket here and crown a winner. Everything's on the line here. There is no class. It's everybody against everybody here in the top 32. And anybody's game here today with the wind. All right, I don't have a good view on NoiCal down there. I'm going to count on somebody else screaming on me. All right, we got Mako settling in. Already settled in. All right, guys. Last chance, last deep breath. Any objections to video, call them out now. Otherwise, arm those quads. Let's bring it on the bong. Right now, Revision A down, Wizard of Gaz down, Mako Reactor with the clean air. No video from NoiCal right now, but I know he's up in the air with her. Revision A back right now. Another mistake as he goes back hard backwards into that
Mako Reactor
H-gate.
28.4.
Mako Reactor with a clean air only needs to keep it smooth, keep it fast through that tunnel section. Sliding back down to the bottom left like a gentleman. Wizard of Gaz has found his mojo again.
Done with a
Kicks it back around.
flat result.
Hits into that second triple ladder. Oh, Mikey. Mako Reactor right now holding down that 2 spot. NoiCal still in the number 1
Wizard
spot.
of Slow 50.8.
2 and a 41.098 for NoiCal. No
Mako
video
Reactor
from him, but definitely the
Mako
speed.
Reactor done with a 2-lap 58.8 result.
All right. Mako Reactra sliding in there. What a great finish from her as the Wizard of Gaz makes a quick bobble in the beginning, tries to recover, running her down, but has not got the track length to do it. Revision A also looking at the ground. Big smack from the Gaz as he's not giving
Wizard
it up.
Of Slow
He wants that dive
Wizard
gate.
Of Slow done with a 2-lap 119.6
Oh, he's calling it quits
result.
at this point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, track is clean. Well done. Let's go. Make go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the heat that I've been waiting for here for about 20 minutes. The burner heat, as I'd like to call it. We had Gaz action. We had Mako action. We had NoiCal action. And it did not disappoint here today in Amesbury, Massachusetts. So right now, Beckett was going so fast. NoiCal was going so fast that he actually overshot the landing area and launched his own quad after a 19 and a 20.09 launches his quad into the bushes, ladies and gentlemen. It's not enough just to burn through that fastest two, but why not just completely blast into the bushes? All right, so while they're looking for that quad, let's talk about and bring up our next bracket heat here. Round number 15, looking at Hiroki in the R1 slot, Carlos in the R2 slot, R6 with Static, and my man David Ayers bringing up the R8 slot, Chainsaw FPV. Again, bracket round number 15 coming up here in a few. Looks like Cody's up there already. He's not messing around. All right, looking at 4 gray screens now. Looks like we finally cleared the field. David, take your time, buddy. You got it. Thank you for helping. Carlos wants to know who is this guy Borg Slayer. Oh man. If I knew, I would tell you.